What up?
What's going on?
Yeah, get me some sweet shades.
Yeah, we should.
I think we can do that.
Yeah.
You're decked out in all blacks and black aviators.
What?
There
That's
we
all
go.
I need. Exactly right. I make life simple. It's either all black or all blue almost every day. I don't want to be dealing with my damn wardrobe in the morning. I do a 7 a.m. show, so I just want to make it simple.
That's smart. You're like Steve Jobs.
It's easy, man. I'm telling you. If you open my closet door, you'd be like, it looks like you have 10 different versions of the shirt. And I'd be like, yeah, they're not the same, but they're a little nuanced difference. Right?
Any visors in the closet?
No visors for me. No, I know. And I never liked the hat look on me. I got a big head, right? I mean, it's a big head, especially this way. See? I was always one of the biggest. Yeah, see, right? Yeah,
You can't agree with that.
Yeah, you're right. It is huge. You're right. No, but so I never liked the way I look in hats. Yeah, that's not my thing.
How do you think Sean Payton looks as the head coach of the Denver Broncos?
Oh, well, I think it's like match made in heaven. I really do. I think I don't know what was going on there and why it wasn't working out at first. And I know Jim Harbaugh was involved in the conversation, but when you invest in Russell Wilson, that type of money, and then there's a guy like Sean Payton who's definitely one of the 5 best offensive minds in football over the last 20 years, has experience with a smaller quarterback, right? And has a way of coaching a team that has made the Saints relevant, tough, physical. They could do it a bunch of different ways. I just felt like it was a no-brainer. I know the compensation and all that was an issue as well, but man, I mean, Sean Payton, he's going to get everything going in the right direction there. I mean, first off, Russell's performance team, see ya, you're out the door. Or no more of that.
Thank goodness.
Right? And then he's going to get the offense in a place, and he's going to rebuild the confidence of the offense. That's one thing I think a lot of people miss with offensive coaches or football players in general. Like, we need somebody to tell us we're doing a good job and build our mojo up, too. I don't care who it is, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, whatever, right? And I think that's where he'll start with, propping him up again. Like, hey, big guy, look at this throw you made last year. Look, those are good throws. Look at these throws you made in Seattle. Man, yeah, we're going to do this again. He'll show him clips of that, right? And then he'll show him a bad clip from last year and go, look at this crap. That ain't you. And he'll start to build him to believe in the offense and himself and the message that Sean Payton's given to him. And then you're going to see in late May, I'm telling you, Russell Wilson's going to be like, oh my God, this offense is awesome, and I'm ready to run through a wall for Sean Payton. And I just think that's going to happen. It's inevitable.
What does Sean Payton need to do for Russell Wilson beyond that on the field to play to his strengths?
Yeah.
Because Nathaniel Hackett obviously didn't do that, and how does now Sean Payton shift to doing that?
Yeah. And Nathaniel, I think, got a little bit of a bad rap here, in some ways. And I understand some of that was his own making. And I do think Russell's got to take responsibility. There was a lot of people open. If you watch some of the things I did on social media during the year, I pointed out, hey. But, I think what Sean Payton will do was, one, get a feel for what Russell's comfortable in doing, right? See the things like he's talked about that he was positive with in Seattle. And then what also makes great coaches is they're great salesmen, back to selling, hey, you're awesome, let's go, right?
Yeah.
And they also know how to sell plays, right? I had a play, I could say, with John Gruden, and then I got with Josh McDaniels in Denver, and I was like, man, this play sucks. It never is open. But then Josh McDaniels puts on a tape of Brady doing it. There has a few more nuances to the play that maybe John Gruden didn't have. And all of a sudden, every time we call the play, I'm like, holy crap, the guy's open every time. It's the greatest play I've ever seen. And it was just like a little coaching point about, hey, when it's cover 3, we're going to run the route like this. When it's cover 2, it's the same route, but we're going to run it a little different. And it made the biggest difference. And that's, to me, again, back to where he'll sell that and sell that aspect. And then I think the other thing, and the last piece of your question there will be, I will be shocked if the first thing that's not done as far in free agency or big move is offensive line.
Yeah.
He's going to go just what he did with Drew Brees. He's going to get the biggest group of big fuckers.
Yes, there it is. Shotgun a Red Bull.
Sorry, Sorry.
We had an off bet. We had an off-air bet. If he dropped an F-bomb, he has a shotgun around.
I said I'd do it. I said I'd do it.
Let's go.
I did it.
I was going to just ask you to say it, too.
I wasn't sure, but I just went with it.
I love that you went with it.
I figured we're digital and there's no rules there.
You talked about confidence. You said it with confidence,
right.
too.
I mean, fuck that shit.
That's new.
But where was I going to go with it? But yes, I think
Offensive line.
he'll get the offensive line there, and then he'll be able to sell that to Russell. Russell, don't worry about peeking over your shoulder. Don't worry. We got to protect it. We're running the ball. These guys are good. Just focus on what I'm telling you down the field, and that will all be part of this overall process.
Do you worry about the scheme fit? Like, you look at how Drew Brees was used in that offense, so much clearing out the middle, getting Michael Thomas in there, versus Russell Wilson. It's play action, a lot under center, throw it deep. Can you blend those two things, or do you just throw something out?
No, I think they can blend them, and I think they can find, a happy medium of where, Russell does not like to throw the ball over the middle. That's kind of a thing throughout his career. But I do think where it'll go in again is he's going to go, all right, here's a tape of Drew Brees and Michael Thomas, and look at the coverage. And he's going to tell him how to, hey, if you just read this, he's going to be open every time. Don't be a chicken. It'll be there, right? And that's, I think he'll grow to a point where, okay, we have some of those plays in our playbook. You can't just, not defend that area of the field. And then he'll have the other stuff you're talking about to it, to where you start to go, oh, crap, they're kind of tough to defend. They run the ball, the play action, we got to defend down the field. And then, oh, no, all the short Drew Brees quick throws and all that, he's kind of got good at that. And the great offenses do what? They make you defend every square inch of the field. And that's where Sean Payton will get it.
When you think of your time in Denver, what stands out to you?
Gosh. Let's see, being booed at Thanksgiving night game. I was saying Happy Thanksgiving to the fans. They were like, boo!
Good job, guys.
I had a lot of good friends. I had a great friend base there because of the Shanahan family, right? So because I was friends with Kyle and the Shanahans, I knew a lot of his friends. That made the time there a lot of fun. It really did. Let alone, people don't realize how special the fan base is there. Yep. They can be a little overly critical, as I was explaining there, but there's true passion. I mean, I remember my first offseason there, I was shocked because I was like, wait, the Nuggets are in the playoffs, the Rockies are really good, and all we're talking about, I'm on sports radio, I'm going, all the time is the Broncos. Like, we're in the middle of the Super Bowl week, and we're, in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And that I try to tell people that because I don't think they realize how rabid the fan base is out there. And some good weed. I mean, come on.
Hit up Jive Hive. They'll deliver it right to you.
Damn, is that what they got now? Delivery?
Yeah.
Damn, man.
Brand new.
Gosh, wow.
They're doing
you
it right.
spoiled sons of bitches.
Aaron Rodgers, so what's the deal? Like, he's locking himself in, a cabin for 4 days or something, not turning the lights on.
Oh, that was a good time, huh?
It's something like that, that. Like, you're a quarterback. Is there any football value? Like, it seems to me like he should go watch film or, throw a ball around.
You do got to step
Any
away.
advice?
You got to step away for a little.
Okay.
You do.
You go in pure darkness.
Well, that's
for
a little
96
That's
hours?
a little weird for me. That's not for me. I'd be more like, can we just go to an island and drink and smoke weed?
Exactly. There you go.
That's good enough for me.
Yes.
But yeah, I do think for even not to say I was Aaron Rodgers or anything like that, but hey, it's cool to be a fan a little bit this time of the year, right? Be a fan. I would always go I'm going to take 2 weeks off and not do anything, and then I would get into working out again. But I was going to take some time from film and stuff like that and just kind of, let my brain relax and do all that. He's extremely smart. He doesn't need to watch too much film here. The one thing I would say, to what maybe you're saying, though, is, if you are going to be the quarterback of the Packers or whoever, you got to be at OTAs. You got to be there. Yep. You got to be there building the groundwork with these receivers, young, old, whatever. When you're the highest paid guy and you're the freaking man and everybody's looking at you to lead the team, you can't just show up in August and be like, oh, the cape's on, guys, here I go. It's just not that easy, even for a guy like Aaron Rodgers.
The elephant in the room on this podcast, with it being a Broncos podcast, is the Chiefs are one of the two teams here this week.
Yeah.
Broncos have lost 100 straight games to the Chiefs.
Whoa, 15.
Don't worry. A lot of teams have.
How do they beat them moving forward? What is the strategy to slowing down Mahomes with this Broncos team?
You got some of the things in place. I think the first thing is, what we're seeing here is special. Like that's I think people are kind of swiping it under the rug a little bit here. The guy's played quarterback for 5 years. He's in the AFC Championship game every year. They've built the team through him. It's not like it's like Brady early in the career, we're going to play defense, run the ball, just be a little clutch, and we'll go to the Super Bowl. They're literally like, hey, you're the quarterback, throw for 50 touchdowns and 4,000 yards right away. We'll just get into it, go, and be the best in football. I mean, it's insane. I don't think people are quite giving it the credit it deserves. 3 out of 4 years in the Super Bowl. I mean, this is a special all-time great player, in my opinion. And then it's a special all-time great coach. So, yeah, you got your work cut out for you. You do. Your defense, at least, I think, has some of the pieces in place there. And we got to see who the D coordinator is.
Yep.
I'm kind of shocked that hasn't gotten worked out yet. But, that's the other great thing about Sean Payton. Sean Payton's going to be in the division, and he's going to, be able to talk to his defensive coordinator. Hey, maybe we should try this. And he's going to come up with game plans that are a pain in the butt for the Chiefs defense that will also make life hard on their offense. And, it'll set the groundwork maybe for other teams to go, oh, wait, the Broncos did this and kind of expose this to the Chiefs a little bit. Now we can try to do that. It's a copycat league, as you know. But, yeah, this is going to be tough. They're one of the youngest teams in football.
All right.
I'm just a little surprised all week. With the Eagles are the better team, right? The Eagles are one of the most well-constructed teams. But I don't know if people are quite giving it the credit of Mahomes and what the Chiefs are doing. All right, that's the last I'll say.
All right, thank you. Last thing we have for you here is a very important and serious question.
Wow.
What is the best body of water, a river, a lake, or an ocean?
Well, is a river even a body of water?
Oh,
right?
That's a great point.
Right?
Yeah.
So
just got to eliminate it right away.
Right off.
Deep thoughts by Chris Sims. But I mean, I'm always going with the ocean.
Boom. That's what I'm talking about.
I mean, the ocean's heals your soul, right? And it's just you get down in the Caribbean, I don't even know. I mean, I feel like I could have COVID and just go in the ocean and be like, it's gone. I mean, that's the body of water. Lakes, I like lakes, but I don't know. Sometimes I get a little scared of them being dirty, what's running off from people's property, people littering. I don't really trust human cleanliness a whole lot.
And then
all
it
the
just
time.
all sits in there.
It all sits there,
lake.
right?
Yeah.
At least the ocean's got a current. It's moving. The salt's clean and stuff. At least that's what I'm telling myself.
Before we let you go,
that rivers are not a body of water.
Right.
Really?
So what do I call this? Best vessel of water? Is that a better way?
I don't know.
Okay. Where can everyone
Don't
find...
ask them about rivers here in Arizona. They're having a little problem.
Where can everyone find your work?
Well, I'm NBC Sports, Pro Football Talk Live. I do that show every morning, 7 to 9 a.m. Eastern. This week, we're actually doing 1 to 3 Eastern. Chris Sims Unbuttoned is my podcast through, anywhere you get
throw
podcasts.
Around the F-bombs and the weed stuff?
Right. I'm breaking NBC down. I'm breaking them
The
down.
chat loved it.
Thanks. Thank you.
Check out his podcast.
All right. But yeah, it's a real football podcast. We're in the weeds about everything. Maybe even talking about weed every now and then. That's just what I am. And we have a good time. But yeah, you can check me out there.
All right. Appreciate you for coming on, man.
No problem, guys. You
Thanks
guys
so
are good
much,
Jews.
Chris.
Appreciate
Good luck.
it.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you.